The year 2024 delights us with high-quality adaptations like Shôgun and Three Body Problem, and now the Fallout series can be confidently added to this list. You don't have to be a fan of the games to appreciate how well Nolan and Howard have handled the adaptation. The post-apocalyptic world created based on the game universe has been a major success. Interestingly, the opinions of critics and viewers in this regard are absolutely aligned. Today we will discuss why the new series is a must-watch, how it works, and why we will see more than just one additional season. Don't worry, there will be no random spoilers. When it was announced that Amazon would be adapting the Fallout game series, two things became clear immediately. First, the project would have a substantial budget, ensuring high-quality visuals. And second, there was a 50-50 chance of either getting it right or completely messing it up. However, the involvement of Jonathan Nolan, who co-wrote Interstellar, The Prestige, and The Dark Knight with his brother, and created the Westworld series, along with Todd Howard, the creator of the latest Fallout games, ensured a respectful treatment of the original materials and a fresh approach to the adaptation. As of this video's writing, Fallout has a rating of about 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. Critics praised the series as another successful video game adaptation, especially because it isn't a carbon copy. This is a nod to The Last of Us, with which Fallout was compared throughout the production process, though the games have little in common besides the central post-apocalyptic theme. But since major studios are actively choosing game franchises for adaptation, comparisons are inevitable. While The Last of Us series consistently adapts a linear story, except for one episode, the Fallout series exists within the gaming universe, meaning everything that happens on screen is canon. Unlike the other two game adaptations, Fallout benefits from not repeating an existing plot. The scriptwriters clearly aimed not just to please franchise fans, but to create a unique project within this universe, an approach that allows the creators to use familiar elements to game fans without rehashing the same story. The technical side and visuals deserve special mention. It's clear the series creators are fans of the games. They beautifully convey the retro-futurism of the original games, filled with bright details and American culture of the 50s. It's hard to confuse it with any other project, and it will definitely be remembered for its style, from the retro-futuristic aesthetics and blue-yellow jumpsuits to the use of stimpaks and numerous Vault Boy posters. The series is full of references to the franchise. Fallout doesn't sweat the small stuff and literally drops the nuclear war on viewers right away. The opening sets a promising tone, which, to the creators' credit, they managed to maintain until the final seconds. The series succeeds in conveying the atmosphere of Fallout games, on the edge of absurdity, black humor, and drama. In the first episode, we see the naive idealism of the perfect shelter, followed by a character being dunked in pickle barrels, and this atmosphere is maintained almost throughout the entire first season. Heads explode, blood splashes, legs are blown off, and fingers are bitten. Post-apocalypse in all its glory. Despite the first few episodes being filled with world-building, backstories, and mysteries, they are captivating and accessible even to those who have never heard of the games. However, viewers unfamiliar with the franchise might need some time to adapt to this unique style. In the plot, we follow three main characters: a Vault resident, a Brotherhood of Steel member, and a ghoul. Each character has his or her distinct storyline, making it a pleasure to follow. Vault residents live in a peaceful place underground, blissfully unaware of what is happening on the surface after the nuclear war. Brotherhood of Steel members strut in iconic power armor and bring their faith to the Wasteland. The ghoul's storyline unfolds towards the end of the season, turning the plot upside down. The scriptwriters did a splendid job, not only by bringing all the characters together at one point, but also by tying all the plot points into a grand epilogue. The finale was genuinely unexpected and put everything in its place, from the real goals of the shelter to the causes of the nuclear war. Despite the creators not directly adapting the plot of the games, the common elements are still captured. In the trailer, we saw that a series of events prompts one of the main characters to leave the shelter and search for her father in the Wasteland. This plot point echoes the story of Fallout 3, where the player's motivation was the same, but otherwise the plot takes its own path and uses flashbacks to show events before the nuclear war. At the same time, significant attention is paid to revealing the characters' motivations and relationships with each other. At some points, each of the main characters commits severe actions, such as beheading, organ trafficking, or crushing a comrade's leg. However, as the plot develops, the scriptwriters skillfully show that surviving differently in a post-apocalyptic world is not possible. At some point, viewers start to worry about their fate. The cast also deserves high praise. Each actor feels right in his or her role. Throughout the season, we observe the characters evolve drastically and be perceived differently. The casting is very adept, presenting a perfect blend of comedic and dramatic qualities. The three main characters of Fallout have brilliantly performed their roles, and the supporting cast has added depth and given the story real weight. The musical accompaniment and sound design deserve a separate mention. Despite choosing compositions nearly a century old, they are perfectly selected and work excellently for the atmosphere. All game fans will be thoroughly pleased with the soundtrack and will undoubtedly recognize all the tracks and the main theme. The work done with the sound is a story in itself. The environment sounds fantastic, and all the signature sounds from weapons to the Pip-Boy are executed flawlessly. Another plus is the release format. While most Amazon series released episodes weekly, all 8 episodes of the first season of Fallout were released at once, echoing Netflix's hallmark. However, this suggests binge watching, which does not allow dwelling on flaws for long. Generally, if we analyze why the series avoided the pitfalls of other adaptations, the approach to the source material comes to mind first. The games on which Fallout is based are incredibly popular, so the project definitely inherited some of the best aspects. Longtime franchise fans will find many familiar details, which are a pleasure to spot. However, the creators have managed to leave Easter eggs without sacrificing new viewers. They serve as a link and a tribute to the games, but most of them do not have vital importance for the plot. Essentially, the world of Fallout acts as a setting and backdrop for an independent story, making the series accessible to the average viewer, not only opening up the franchise to a wide audience, but also helping to create an independent story not dependent on the games. Moreover, Fallout has always been known for its sharp satire and unique sense of humor, and the series excellently demonstrates this. Finding a way to smoothly introduce comedic elements into a dramatic story can often be a difficult task. Fortunately, the creators found the perfect balance between serious plot and local humor. The grimness and oppressive post-apocalyptic nature of the games are keenly felt, but the comedic elements nicely diluted. This brings a certain novelty to the genre, which had been overrun with cliches for many years. This makes the series feel very fresh and engaging, watchable in a single sitting. So if you are still wondering whether to spend a couple of evenings watching Fallout, we definitely recommend it. This applies to both those who adore the games and those who are far from them. The series will captivate you from the first frames and lead you through the story, maintaining intrigue until the very end. Now, a few words for those who have already watched the series. There will be plot spoilers. So, if you plan to watch Fallout, now is the time to do it. Thus, the ending of the first season effectively concludes Lucy's story, as her main goal was to find her father. He himself steals a set of power armor from Maximus and flies off. The place he arrives at, shown in the last frame, hints that the city has significant importance for the world, as well as for the potential story of the second season. Everyone familiar with the games easily recognized that the city Hank sees in the finale is none other than New Vegas, a legendary location that was central to the events of the game Fallout New Vegas. Considering that the series events unfold in the same universe as the games, we will likely see not only familiar places, but also characters in the next season. Moreover, we will definitely see the continuation of Lucy's story, who now clearly has much to discuss with her father. The further fate of Maximus, who has become a hero of the Brotherhood of Steel, is also of interest. Moldaver's death and the Brotherhood's invasion mean they now have access to the technology and power they sought throughout the season, potentially making them the main threat in the second season with Maximus inside. Howard also did not find his family, indicating his return and continuation of the search. Regarding Vault-Tec, the organization's plans are revealed in the finale. This means we might see other vaults and how events unfolded within them. Overall, the authors have numerous options for what to include in the further plot. Although the second season has not yet been officially announced, it is likely only a matter of time, considering the reviews. Interestingly, if you send an SMS to the Vault-Tec number shown in one of the episodes, the reply states that the next meeting is scheduled for 33 weeks. Assuming this is indeed the date of the second season's announcement, it should take place in November this year, meaning we will see the continuation at least 2 years from now. That was the first season of Fallout. Be sure to write your impressions of the series in the comments. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell. Thank you for watching and have a great day.